They deal with the earth and they deal with under the heavens. You see your mobile phone. For most of us, our mobile phone is for gossiping on earth. So we use it to gossip. I mean, you use it to call your friends and gossip and talk about other people, and that is the use of your phone, and that is it. So the iPhone will move from one generation to the other. From generation, they will do iPhone 12, iPhone 13, 14, 15. I had 16 and I went to 17. When I take the 16 and the 17, for me they are the same because I'm looking at it on earth. But I'm telling you, when you give it to the guy who is computer and technology savvy, the person will tell you the difference. They will tell you one that is made to give you advantage through the AI, and then you move from one computer to another, and they are talking about AI. You know, these your phones and everything you are using, phones, computer, technology, everything is to give us access to the heavens. I like the fact that the church is supernatural, but I tell you, the difference between us and the world is the technology, the sciences. The world is afraid of science. They are afraid of science. And find out how many of our children are into sciences. I like the way the room is quiet, and that is because, see, we are not used to things like that. You know the way sometimes a man of God can say something and he didn't even mean what he said. And bloggers and others will take just 30 seconds of what he said and destroy him completely. And the rest of the 50 minutes of the message, the church, which has the 50 minutes of the message, cannot do anything about the message. The worldly people just take 30 seconds. They make money with it. They use it to destroy the church. And our people are sitting in the church and they can't do anything about it. Our prayer warriors are doing well, but our science warriors, the Bible said, and they fought from heaven. They fought from heaven. Your mobile phone can make you a millionaire. I'm not talking about Yahoo boys. I'm not talking about gambling. No, I'm talking about genuine money. Don't use it to just play games and follow soccer and politics. And for those of you that are parents and so on and so forth, I want you to encourage your children to study. They should go into the sciences. I want us to lift up our hands. Let's release scientific knowledge on the church more than ever before. Because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if there is anything the world will use to fight against the church in the last days, it will be science. Science is going to become a weapon. I remember when television came. And the world was using television. The Christians were busy shouting devil's box. This is the devil's box. The devil's box. Until unbelievers overtook us completely. The social media came, and up till today, the church doesn't know what to do with social media. The 99% is left of our media men, and they have no clue what to do with it. Television came and left us. Social media came and passed us by. And AI, I can tell you, will also leave us behind. AI has taken over from organic intelligence. It's left organic intelligence behind, human intelligence. At least we have SI, supernatural intelligence. SI. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Apart from the SI, we still need the AI. You know, Jesus turned water into wine. And we like that example a lot. But supernaturally, the water was turned into wine, at least for the record, only once. But the manufacturing of wine, naturally, without a miracle, was an everyday occurrence. So let me tell you, when you specialize in miracles and forget about the everyday occurrence of life, you will miss it. AI is supposed to give you efficiency and ease in life. Papa is writing books, many of them. Some of you should be able to get into the realm. For him to live long and for his voice to be preserved, the church must have experts. If I go to Bogatanga right now, I'll get to Bogatanga very soon. The whole of my office, my administrators, my finance people and everybody, there is none of them I can talk to them about Boston, talk about New York, talk about Alabama. They won't understand what I'm saying. They know about Zuarungu and Poku and Nalerugu. So I tell people, I say, hey, brothers, because where I live and the kind of people who surround me, and I still do the things that I do, it has to be only God. Because I'm telling you, the exposure level of the people is practically zero. I must work with people who, when I take my bag and move out of Boga, they don't know where I'm going. They don't know the difference between Virginia and Denver. I'll be speaking space language. Because another generation. And then you are like his grandchildren. The Bible said the seed of the righteous are like arrows in the hands of a hunter, and they will speak with the enemy in the gate. That is where judicial matters are discussed. But some of the gates are not just judicial issues. Some of the gates are scientific issues. So you go into the airspace and there are zones. On the sea, there are zones and demarcations. There are waters you just can't go into because there are boundaries. I was saying,